Are you angry, Mick?
At what?
The first 3 quarters?
No, not at all.
Where did you see it going wrong for you tonight?
Well, I don't think it helps when you lose 2 players in the first 10 minutes of the game. You cut your rotations for a start off. That doesn't help. And I didn't think our forwards converted enough. But I think you're summing it up wrong. If we look at the third quarter, I thought our third quarter was very good. Just didn't score. 1-5 to 3-1. Had it in there more times than them. Just lacked that little bit of poise and a little bit of, I guess, a bit of class perhaps at a time when you needed to use the football a bit better. And I think that when you don't have that, again, I stress, if you lose certain players, and both of them were medium players that go through the middle or high forward, then it throws you about a bit.
And people say that, don't they, that for good reason, that you lose 2 players and therefore it stands to reason that you might run out of gas, but it sort of turned out to be the opposite, that you guys had more run in the last 30 minutes than they did.
You know, as I say, I reckon we had run in the third quarter.
Is that something you do take out of as a positive, the fact that you finished the game as strong as you did?
Oh, I thought the boys fought it out fantastically. It's easy to turn your toes up. One of the things in life is the ease of something you do is more often than not the wrong thing to do. It's when it starts to get hard and you do things right. And I thought our players should be applauded for their effort.
What do you think sparked the comeback, Nick?
Well, as I said to you, I don't. Yeah, you're going to jump on the last quarter. I don't think it was the last quarter. I thought our third quarter was quite sound. We didn't allow them to get. There was a couple of turnover goals, which I thought, could have gone either way. There's certainly one at centre half forward. I thought we tackled well and we tackled well and we tackled well, and I'm still not. I mean, everyone talks about this touching on the back and this sort of stuff. I'm still bemused, uncertain about the tackling rule. I suspect that when you don't use the ball properly, it's called. We don't call it dropping the ball. It's incorrect disposal. So I'm still trying to come to grips with that. And that was a 15 metre effort in front of goal, which we didn't get it. And they scored a goal, and I thought that was the reason why it was a 3-1 as opposed to 1-5. I thought that we should have been having a shot on goal. So it's okay to say the last quarter was good. I thought our third quarter was pretty good, except for a couple of things like that.
What about the first half, Nick? Was it just that you lost so many players in such a short space of time?
Well, then you've got to rejig it, and we were left with tools. And when you've got to keep rotating tools, you've got to find spots for them. And if it's not working out, you still got to rotate spots for them, because it just simply doesn't allow you to have the flexibility when you lose 2 medium players. One who was going to play predominantly in the middle, the other one's going to play high half forward.
Any indication how bad the injuries are?
No. Not bad enough not to come back on, put it that way.
What about Jamison? He's obviously struggling with that shoulder. Do you expect he might lose him for that, or do you think?
I'm not going to talk medically here. It's 20 minutes after a match. I haven't even spoken to the medical staff about any of them. That's why, when you get the message say that he won't be coming back on, that was Allard. The other boys, I'm suspecting that they'll be looked at now, and I'll find out a bit more about that tomorrow.
What about Michael's efforts to play on Mick? I mean, it was almost like every contest he was bending over in pain. He was almost like he was playing with one arm. For him to stay out there, obviously, if you didn't have the injuries you had, probably wouldn't have. His efforts to continue on and probably do a fantastic job in the second.
There's 44 boys, 42 boys doing that. The Saints were doing that. Some of those blokes were sore. Our blokes were sore. You just play. Well, I don't think you need a special medal to play football. What you do is you expect people to stand up. So, yes, Michael played with a sore shoulder, but you expect him to stand up. He's a senior player.
Lockie Anderson was fantastic when he went forward. His
I thought he played well back, and he certainly played well forward.
Do you expect he might use him forward a bit more often?
Well, I think we've got to look at circumstance. We've got to see who we're playing. You just can't just drag that out. We've got to see whether Matthew Cruz is equipped to play on the similar type of backline player that we're able to do that with. So that helped, but I don't know whether the opposition allow that every time. It's circumstance. Matt's probably as good a ruckman as going around. Warnock played very well again. I thought today gave 50 odd, 42 hit outs, and we won the clearances. And I'd say that Robert was part of the reason for that. So Matthew's got to find himself as a forward, or maybe as he did today, a backline player. But he's a willing player that's got a fair amount of experience now. He knows he has to play around the ground.
You happy with the amount of tackles that you had? Just the differential.
What is the differential?
It was
Nil.
20.
Oh, I must be reading the wrong stats. Who's got
81,
81, is it?
Yeah, 81, 61, St Kilda.
I've got 61 here. I've new statisticians, I suspect, and glasses to be able to read it. Maybe it does say 81. Anyone want to look at that? It's 61 to me. Anyway.
What did you make of Cruz's first game back?
What did I make of it? Didn't take enough marks forward. But played probably the first time he's played backline in his life. So, very willing player. I like Matthew. I like the way he goes about it, and he put his hand up to play today.
He seemed to have a bit more influence in the last quarter.
I still think you're underestimating what he did after half time. I thought he was okay.
Is weight loss even more frustrating based on how
You can't lose players through suspension. It's almost a waste. It's like getting a parking fine. All you do is you pay your money out and you think, what am I getting back for it? Satisfaction of seeing some bloke in a grey hat being happy with himself. So, and I'm not a bloke with a grey hat, I can tell you. So no, I don't particularly like losing players through suspension.
Any concerns regarding Eddie Betts' bump on Nathan Wright?
Big one?
Any concerns about Eddie Betts'
Oh,
bump
look,
on Nathan Wright?
we leave that to who we leave it to. I'm sure they can work that out.
All right. That's it. Thanks.
Yep. Thank you.